All right, y'all. So y'all remember yesterday we did the conversation about Ray J, and he was saying, Beyonce, Jay-Z, come take some pictures with Brandy.
Yeah. Right.
I got so many phone calls yesterday. Like, I didn't even go looking for this. I got so many phone calls yesterday. I got calls from people that are close to the tour and people that would know, who called me and said, hey, you know, I saw the report and now there's video circulating online of, you know, Brandy walking right past Beyonce backstage and just different things. And they're like, they don't fool with each other. Like, they don't.
Let's be honest. The situation got messy fast. And now everybody has an opinion. It all started when Ray J came forward claiming he had footage that showed Jay-Z acting suspicious around Beyonce. That alone was enough to get people talking. But what really pushed things over the edge was the way the internet ran with it. Suddenly, old rumors came back to life, and people began connecting dots that may or may not even belong together. One of the biggest claims making rounds is that Jay-Z could secretly be the father of Brandy Norwood's daughter. There's no proof to support that idea, but once it hit social media, it spread quickly. People started revisiting old clips, interviews, and public moments. Try to find anything that could back up the theory. But this didn't just appear out of nowhere. Quiet whispers about Jay-Z and Brandy have been around for years. Nothing was ever confirmed, but the rumors never fully disappeared either. So when Ray J spoke out, it felt like pouring fuel on a fire that had been burning low in the background for a long time. Ray J didn't hold back. He called out Jay-Z and Beyonce directly, saying they were avoiding Brandy during the Boy Is Mine tour. According to him, this wasn't about ignoring fans or staying low-key. He believes they were...
It's not from really not from anyone out now.
Yeah.
It's from those great singers and great performers like Tina Turner and...
were intentionally keeping their distance from his sister. That claim alone made people start digging into old footage. One clip in particular caught a lot of attention. Fans pointed to a moment where Beyonce appeared to leave an area right before Brandy walked in. To some, it looked like a coincidence. To others, it felt deliberate. The timing made people question whether there was something deeper going on behind the scenes. As expected,
saying like need to pull up, like when they come to the show, come say what's up to Brandy too, Jay-Z and Beyonce. That's it. Like, because like we big fans, we got our family in there, our cousins, and we know y'all there, and we love y'all and we look up to y'all. For y'all to come to every one of Brandy and Monica's shows and never say what's up to B.
Social media went into full detective mode. People began analyzing body language, facial expressions, and even who stood next to who in group photos. It might sound small, but online, even the tiniest detail can turn into a major talking point. Then things got even louder when Ray J took his claims further. He suggested that Jay-Z and Brandy may have had a past connection that went beyond what the public knew. Again, nothing was proven, but the way he spoke made it sound like he believed there was more to the story. At the same time, he made it clear that Brandy herself did not support his comments. That part confused a lot of people. If she didn't agree with him,
I walk by Brandy room, just say what's up, B, have a good show. I mean, she don't care. She never told me about this, and I am crashing out on this one. This is crazy.
How you doing? Thank you for coming to see me. Jay-Z, you know what? I'm very upset with you that you couldn't do my remix. What's up with that?
I act happy. Come here. Yeah, act happy.
I'm monologuing with you.
I want to see the set. Where's that?
It's down there.
why speak so strongly? Some felt he was trying to defend his sister. Others thought he might be reacting emotionally. While all this was happening, fans started bringing up older moments between Brandy and Beyonce. Some remembered times when their interactions seemed normal and friendly. Others pointed out moments that felt a little distant. None of it confirmed anything, but added more layers to the conversation. One detail that stood out was how Beyonce interacted with others during the tour. She was seen taking pictures and showing love to several artists and performers. But when people looked for photos with Brandy, they couldn't find any. That absence alone raised questions. Even small jokes made on stage started getting attention. Comments that were once seen as lighthearted suddenly felt like they might carry hidden meaning. That's how quickly things can shift once a narrative takes hold online. Then came the so-called footage that Ray J mentioned. Instead of giving a full explanation, he shared clips without much context. That made people even more curious. Some believed the clips showed something important. Others felt it was too unclear to prove anything. Still, it didn't stop the speculation. People filled in the gaps with their own ideas. Some claimed the footage hinted at a closer relationship between Jay-Z and Brandy. Others said it
Here, I am gonna take Ray J's phone. Give me your phone, Ray. Ray, give me your phone. Ray, give me your phone. Ray, give me your phone. Ray, thank you for your phone, Ray. Thank you. We love you, Ray J. No, y'all make some noise for Ray J. It's not just Brandy's brother.
didn't show anything unusual at all. And then the wildest rumor of all started spreading. The idea that Jay-Z could be the father of Brandy's daughter. There is no solid evidence behind this claim. But once it started circulating, it took on a life of its own. That's how social media works sometimes. If a story sounds dramatic enough, people run with it. Fans even brought up old interviews and comments to support their theories. For example, when it was mentioned that Beyoncé had been around Brandy's family at some point, people took that as a sign that she must know more than she lets on. In reality, that could simply mean they moved in similar circles. Another moment people focused on was a comment Brandy once made online that some interpreted as playful, while others saw as tension. Without clear context, it's easy for people to read into things in different ways. Then there's Jay-Z himself. In the past, he has openly admitted that he was not always faithful in his marriage. That honesty made some people more willing to believe new rumors. They started asking, if he admitted to cheating before, could there be more we don't know? But that line of thinking can be risky. Just because someone has made mistakes in the past doesn't mean every rumor about them is true. It's important to separate confirmed facts from assumptions. Meanwhile, Ray J's behavior also became part of the discussion. Some people question his motives. Was he trying to expose something real, or was he reacting out of frustration? His emotional moments in interviews made some viewers feel that there might be deeper family issues involved. Others pointed out that Ray J has had his own share of public controversies. Because of that, not everyone is quick to believe everything he says. Still, his connection to Brandy makes people pay attention, adding to the confusion. There have also been moments that don't fit the negative narrative. For example, Beyoncé's mother has shown support toward Brandy in public. That doesn't exactly line up with the idea of a serious hidden conflict. So now people are stuck between two sides. On one hand, there are rumors, clips, and emotional statements. On the other hand, there is a lack of clear proof. At the center of all this are three big questions. First, is Beyoncé really avoiding Brandy on purpose? Or are people reading too much into random moments? Second, did Jay-Z and Brandy ever have a deeper connection that was never made public? And third, does Ray J actually know something important, or is this all being blown out of proportion? Right now, there are no solid answers. What we have is a mix of past rumors, new claims, and a lot of online speculation. One thing is clear, though. Once the internet decides on a story, it's hard to slow it down. Even without proof, people continue to debate, analyze, and share their opinions. In situations like this, it's important to stay grounded. Not everything that trends is true. Sometimes, small moments get turned into big stories simply because people want to believe there's more behind them. At the end of the day, this whole situation says more about how quickly rumors can grow than it does about what actually happened. Until someone directly involved confirms anything, everything remains uncertain.